YouTube hasn't changed my life. StopKillingGames.com so that the games that you paid for and wanted to play don't get destroyed, so that the corporation doesn't come into your house to steal it back from you, because you don't deserve it. It's not like you paid for it. It's not like you own it under perpetual license of ownership. Right. There's a guy here somewhere, obviously. And there's something extra here too, making noise. Oh, I hear the balloon. Ah, shit, he ran away after all. Right, so what else have we got here? Oh, a Hell Knight, huh? Give it a wide berth around the thing. Didn't hit me? Good. This time, back in the previous episode, we had this situation where they're right-handed. But we had the situation where, quick save, what they did, he stood next to the wall and he took a swing with the right arm. Shit, 25? How did that happen? I had 80 health. It's not going any better, dude. Right, let's try anyway. What else can we do? Like, fucking what? 60 damage? Holy shit. Oh, oh snap. Oh, there's two of them. Shit. Right, we have some SMG ammo back in the previous areas, I remember. I specifically decided to use SMG to get to use them so that nothing goes unused, something like that. I thought that's a minigun, but it's not. He's got a saw and I haven't used that, and that could have saved me a fucking half of my health bar. So we're not getting that, right. Oh hey, more pills, so maybe that will save a quarter of our health bar after all. Otherwise we would have left this place without picking up that bottle of pills. Right, so recently I talked about all kinds of things, but I want to go back to talking about Entropy 02. Yes, that's how they titled the game. That's what you get when you get a when you put a number in the title of your game. Don't worry about it, it will be fine. It's not like I wasted the quarter of my health again. 380 in that, 500 and plasma 300, so let's go with chain gun maybe for a little while. I recently talked about how there is a Portal in Half-Life, but there isn't much Half-Life in Portal, and thus, even though it has some precedence, it still rubs me the wrong way that they decided to put a lot of Portal puzzles in Entropy 02 and it pretend like it's justified because, oh hey, that's the place. Even the hedge spiders are different. Why would they need to be different? Like, why did we replace fucking imps with those other imps? Imps 2 and spiders with spiders 2. Oh, there's more of them. I can still hear them squeaking. Hopefully they're not just infinitely spawning. I think I just keep saying that, even though it's never the case that it happens infinitely. I think every time I thought they're gonna keep on coming, they actually stop coming. So, joke's on me, I guess. No imps here. Well, they've been all taken away. It's been 2 years, maybe we don't need them anymore. They run out of usefulness, outlived their usefulness, but they weren't alive anymore. So yeah, more Half-Life, more Portal in Half-Life, but no Half-Life in Portal. So that rubbed me the wrong way anyway. So, a bit of an unconnected commentary is that... oh shit. How many grenades have I got? Only 4, huh? Well, 10 actually. I don't know why I said 4. So, unrelated commentary, like I mentioned, we are being chased in Entropy 02. We're chased by... well, chased, that's the wrong word. We are a copy of the mental state, consciousness, of the original SCP. And we get copied into a soldier this time, so that's why we should have more soldier-like weapons. And we don't need redundant weapons. but we get tasked with doing something. And since we were so cool so far, this is a high-profile mission, and it leans onto like a snippet from, well, it leans more on what the lore established. So you essentially reenact the scene from, I think, episode 2, is it? Where Dr. Judith Mossman contacts our heroes, and she's somewhere in the Arctic or whatever, maybe Russia anyway, somewhere in the Arctic, perhaps, where it's called, near Borealis, supposedly. Oh, that can be good. That's not what I wanted either. Oh, this is where the Soul Cube was. Yeah, so we're not necessarily at the beginning of the game, because Soul Cube wasn't achieved, found that early in the game. Jeez, there's a lot of them. No, I'm not gonna waste that. Just press the number key for the button, for the weapon, actually. Fucking hell, man, with the accuracy. You won't blame me for all of it. It's not like I missed all of them. I tried to aim for the small target of head, but since it's such a small target, and the weapon is so inaccurate. There was supposed to be a box, well, locker number 666, or the code was 666, and there was a demon inside, and some goodies maybe. I think it was here, wasn't it? But they finished the wall. Like I said, I also talked about it in the previous episode. There's less monster closet, so the monster closet has been closed. And the demons had to get more tactical by actually planning and boxing you in rather than just jumping out of the fucking wall. Right. Yeah, like 30, 35, maybe even 50 armor points. Not like it matters, because it never does. That shit just doesn't matter. Doesn't work. Right, whatever that noise is. So we're not picking up the cube. The artifact slot is already taken by the artifact. So we've been copied, and since that's a straight, right? I also talked about that. What do I want? Nice. Everything according to plan. Oh yeah, 2 is the max ammo for this. Since we're a copy, because that's a new thing, there's also a different copy of us, of the previous us actually. There's another copy, and we're tasked with the important thing of chasing Dr. Mossman and apprehending her. And our copy has gone rogue, and it's trying to get to Dr. Mossman before us. And you know, they're trying to kill her, so we can't get her. Meanwhile, we have to save her so that she's not killed, because that's what... No, you just cannot. You just cannot. I was this close to the missile, and I was railing it with all my might, and it just wasn't able to fucking hit it to detonate it. It was in slow time too. Like, even maybe, at least, right? Maybe that would have been more balanced as well. When you go slow time, you've got more time to react to things. So maybe you could also have more time to react to recoil, so you could be more accurate instead of being immune to damage, deal more damage, and well, slow time is necessary. Be immune to damage and deal more damage because magic, literally because magic. So there's a new teleportation point wherever that will go. Like, we're just revisiting old areas. Right, we can't pick anything up from here. Maybe I can still run back. I'm pretty sure I can still run back and pick up a soul from somewhere. So I was saying, yeah, the clone, not the clone, I don't want to use that word. The copy, we're racing to the objective, right? He's gonna kill her, we're gonna save her, and it's the fragment from the video in episode 2, possibly, where they come in. So we enact that as Combine, not as rebels. And also, of course, that area is already rendered because it was on video. They just pointed the camera and then projected the picture onto one of the monitors somewhere in the world, in the digital world. So that map is already made. So all they needed to do is copy that and justify using it. So that's fine. That's fine. So far, so good. But the copy, our copy, that has the opposite objective to us, though with the same object, because women are objects. Let's go. Let's see where that leads. Oh, it's the teleportation chamber where we first entered hell. So that's probably gonna be the end of the game, and we're gonna have to leave the heart behind. Can we just chuck it in, and that'll be it? Won't they be able to? How does it look on the other side? There's a teleporter on the other side, because we built it like that, right? Jeez, how the fuck does it all work? Because maybe we've managed to create teleportation. Like, oh, what is it? Warhammer 40k is one thing, and then I think there's something else that does that. Event Horizon, or what was it? Is that the movie title? Event Horizon. Let's go with that. With Lawrence Fishburne, where they flew through hell. So anyway, I'm gonna maybe stick with the 40k. That'll be easier maybe. The point I'm trying to make is that when you warp, you go through warp. The warp is a different dimension that you pass through. Oh yeah, I asked for this. Did I actually trigger the teleportation, the device, or what's happened? And why is my cursor fucking up? So you go through warp, and that's a different dimension. So you shortcut through warp. So no, there isn't a thing. We could have just chucked it in, and that would have been it. Through warp to... as a shortcut, right? You avoid the entire dimension. You avoid all 4 dimensions in this plane of existence and go to somewhere else, and from there essentially open another gate, like in D&D, right? Completely not like that, where you can't. Well, for instance, let's talk about D&D. Why not? In D&D, there's the spell gate, and when you open the gate, you can essentially open the gate from where you are, from as far as you can cast the gate, to wherever you want the gate to open. The only thing you need is pretty much some sort of knowledge about where the gate is supposed to open. Like if you've heard the name. Oh shit! What the? Fuck! I walked right into it. And so they are just gonna spawn here. If I'll just stand here. Yeah, essentially. Eat shit. Oh, there's... Oh, a Hell Knight. So how about we actually go... fucking hell, man. And it's the hard one with all the tattoos and different color skin. That's racist. Oh, there's more. Oh no, not the cherubs. Fuck. Or as I like to call them, Beelzebubs. Lords of Flies. Yeah, it looks like we've averted... Crisis averted. And we utilized that heart fully. It wasn't 2 ways. Ah shit, nice. Good job. I got us back where we were. And like I was saying, as long as you sort of know where you want the gate to open, like for instance, go to hell or the City of Brass. Trust me, those are valid targets. You can go there. How would you know about those places? From reading books. And how is that represented in game? You've got knowledge checks. Oh, there's like a 4th spot on the heart. We're gonna get even more powers. Hopefully not for long. It looks like at the end of the game, so we can still lose all our weapons again. We're already reusing locations, so they can prolong the expansion by throwing us back somewhere or else. Yeah, so you can cast the gate there, but you can't... Oh, hey.
Pills here!
I don't need that right now, so at least I can remember about that. You can cast a gate to open a doorway to a different dimension, plane of existence. But you can't cast a gate to, for instance, go from London to New York. Not directly. That's on the same plane of existence, so you can't do that. However... You can cast gate to go from London to Hell, and then cast another gate to go from Hell to New York. That's fine. So that's essentially... So that's Warhammer 40k, that's D&D, that's what this seems to be. Like they invented a way to teleport, only for some reason teleportation goes through Hell. I don't know why, that's never explained actually. So that happens. And I was going with all this too. I guess that they discovered that we go through like a transitional dimension, so they wanted to go specifically there. So we started. So we got there one way, and then like managed to bring over everything to build another teleporter or gate maker, however you want to call it. Teleportation circle. Let's go with teleportation circle. To build another teleportation circle in hell. Although I don't know how they are powering it. Probably with batteries, just like everything in this expansion. Oh, I've got infinite. Oh shit! I was looking at my HUD because I didn't remember that I've got infinite sprint in hell, because of course you do. So yeah, so they oh shit, even more. Got open to try to shoot them at a distance. Ah shit! Fucking can't shoot them at long distance. With how inaccurate it is. 0. Eat shit. I don't know why it's the reload button to make it so that I drop the item. I can probably pick it up. Fucking... Could there be no delay? Especially when I'm this close to the object that I'm trying to pick up? Right, made it. Once again, we fall back onto the all-reliable bitch-ass fucking gravity gun. 0-point energy field manipulator. Specifically. Fuck you, dude. What weapon do we want? Chain gun still, because it's shit actually. Maybe a missile launcher, because we're not using much of that. Maybe 200, yeah, maybe a missile launcher, as long as the first thing that we're gonna come across is not gonna be a fucking lost soul. Then it's gonna be justified. Oh, justified. So that's happening. That's different, that's not what was going on the first time around in the main game. Is there any goodie here? Might be. Yeah, there is. Shotgun ammo. Why the fuck would I want shotgun ammo for these shotguns? So all this for teleportation. Back to our copy, fucking in Entropy 0 2. I forgot why I went on all that tangent. We've got our other guy for the object. Yeah, women. And so he's chasing after Mossman, we're chasing after Mossman. He wants to kill her, we want to save her because we want to interrogate her because she's got information. So that's reasonable, actually. That stands to reason, stands to scrutiny, more importantly. But from there, well, before that, we meet, we get the information. Ah, shit. Oh, hey, an imp, a regular ass imp 1. What a fucking alpha version, bitch ass dude. I was saying, we're trying to reach Justified. But we come across our copy of ourselves from the previous time earlier, so that, you know, they build up the antagonist. That's fine, and he explained things. He's covered in some sort of blue paint, and we go through that portal area, play area for testing. And eventually, what happens is that looks like a boss fountain. Whoa, hey! Did I hit him, but he didn't hit me? I'll take that. I'm not sure. Maybe he just scraped me. Sort of not justified to use an entire missile launcher on that. Man, this might be the end. Will it be though? Can I pick up resources without triggering the teleportation? BFGF. And with how late it's getting, maybe I should leave that for the next episode. So, to finish off, hopefully, we meet our copy from the previous the copy, and he talks about it's covered in blue paint for what looks like, or maybe alien blood, hard to say, but it's covered in some blue things. Oh hey, eat shit. Covered in blue stuff, and we go through the portal area because that's where he got tossed in, ended up being there, and so since he was there for a little while now, he made it his lair, his base of operation and such. And there's a monstrous boss in there where he confesses to having fed a zombie, headcrab zombie, and it grew up to be a super powerful, massive headcrab zombie. And now it's a boss of the area, and you've got no weapons until you find weapons to fight it off. But he's got his area, he's got his room, he's got his supplies, and what we find in that area is that since we're Combine, there has to be a way for the Combine to track their soldiers. So there's probably a chip somewhere in you, and the chip just so happens to be in your fucking brain. Of course it is. And so to go rogue, our copy had to remove that chip from his fucking head. So how would you do that? Maybe you, as a snowman, maybe you would take off the helmet, do some incision. How do you operate on your own brain? You usually don't. But he did it anyway. Take off your helmet, and the regular surgery would be to shave, disinfect, cut skin, cut underlying muscles, drill holes in the skull, cut the skull, locate the chip, extract the chip with minimal damage to brain tissue, and then put it all together, stitch up, and that's that, right? Even without stitching, if you put it back in at least, right, and fucking tape it on, tape it on so that it doesn't fall out, so your tissues can regrow. That's one way to do it. What does our copy do? It doesn't do that. I don't know how how he did it so far, but when he finished extracting the chip, that didn't come without sacrifice. Like there are bits of brain on the chip. It's not that he put a bandage on his head and then put his helmet back on. No, apparently that's not justified. It's not like that's would be justified. There's a precedence again for something like that, because what I'm trying to say, we see in Nova Prospekt in Half-Life 2 a guy that's being transmogrified into a CP. So he's got abdominal implants, some sort of throat implants for vocalization or some shit, but we see his human face. So what CP wears, also Barney takes it off. Helmets, masks, those are just helmets and masks. So even though they're a solid body, it doesn't squish or anything. When you can't blast their heads off, you can't cut them apart. You can disintegrate them all together, but as a solid object anyway. So you can't dismember them, you can't look under the mask, you can't take the mask off, you can't take the helmets off. So we see Barney take it off, we see a guy being turned into a soldier or a CP, and they have the helmet, the mask off. So the helmets come off. No matter what kind of helmet you're wearing, they come off. But the old authors of Entropy Zero decided that the snowman's helmet doesn't come off. That's now your face, that's like implanted in you hard for some reason, and you don't need to take your clothes off ever. You'll just live in your armor forever, and we'll just drip feed you whatever nutrition paste, food ration, something from the Combine announcer that comes up once or twice. They'll feed you like that, and you can just live in the one set of clothes forever. Sweat in there, fucking shit in there, fucking piss in there. You don't need to change clothes, you don't need to wash them, you don't need to take your clothes off, of course not. So helmet doesn't come off, apparently, obviously. So it's not that he took off the helmet and cut a piece of his skull out so he can get to the chip. No, he cut the piece of helmet off, which apparently counts as his skull, dug in his brain, pulled the chip off, and then left. And now for the whole game he's running around with a piece of his fucking scalp missing. And I'm not talking about muscle and skin on the top of his head. I'm talking about his fucking skull, with a piece of skull off, with his brain out. Rain can kill him. If it rains hard enough, it will poke holes in his fucking brain and he'll fucking die. This is stupid. I don't like it. Brain is pretty important. As far as you can say that, I know that because I watched horrible, terrible, mutilating movies like Silence of the Lambs, was it? With Hannibal Lecter, where Ray Liotta is getting cut up. The brain doesn't feel pain. That's why you've got all the other structures around the brain. The membranes. It has a name, I'm sure, and it's a Latin name too. Anyway, so those membranes, they hold fluids, and so everything around it, the skull, the membranes, the blood, that can feel pain. It's sort of like with liver, they say. It's not that liver hurts, it's that every other organ being pressed on by the liver, by distended or swollen liver, hurts. So that's how you know your liver hurts. That's sort of like with brain, I guess, as well. So he won't know that he's being fucking pelted through and having holes dug through his skull because he doesn't have a fucking cap anymore. Because he cut through his fucking helmet instead of taking it off and then trying to, secure himself not dying. And then we fight him because it's a boss fight, all kinds of way. He's got a fucking head open. His brain is out. and shooting him in the head doesn't deal any more damage. That was shit. So, thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with your friends. Check out the RGB rave around the like and subscribe button, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.
You must have wished on it, because I saw them writing in a black star.